What's good? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jax KNJ, and in today's video, of course, I have another Modern Warfare 2 video for you guys. That is gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to start saying something different because every single video is a Modern Warfare 2 video. So, what's the point? But anyway, I want to talk about something that is not only been an issue for me, but other creators as well, or players as well. But it has been affecting me a lot more than it has been in the few weeks that the game was first out. So now it's become even more of a problem, especially when I play on like Warzone or DMZ now that season 1 has dropped. But I don't know entirely if it's the game that's the cause of this, or maybe it's my internet, my router. But I will say that when I play other games, I don't have this problem. So today we're talking about ping, latency, connectivity, all that stuff in today's video, because it's been a big problem for me playing Modern Warfare 2. So let's jump right into it. First off, I know the reason why it's so bad is because, you know, they can't decide whether they want to put me into a lobby that's in Hong Kong or they want to put me into a lobby that's in Colorado where I live. So, for example, if I do good one game, they might try their hardest to put me into a high skill lobby, and there might not be any like super duper CDL pro lobbies around my area, so therefore they resort to putting me into a lobby way far away, and then my connection goes up and it's terrible. And that's why I'm saying all this to make the player base even and to make the playing experience on the same level. Is crazy to me because it's actually ruining a lot of people's experience by doing so, or by trying to even it out is making it worse. I think all of this, like the crossplay, the connectivity issues, the ping, all that is much worse than someone hopping on for the first time in a Call of Duty and getting destroyed because there's no skill-based matchmaking. You know what I mean? That's what helped me improve. I talked about this in the crossplay, I think, or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I didn't talk about this yet because we still have yet to talk about SBMM in depth in a full commentary like this. But that's what helped me improve in the game, is the fact that I wasn't doing good, and then someone said, you know what, if you get a 0.75 KD, not even a 1 point KD, but a 7.5, then you know, you could be a clan leader, and that helped me do that. And then you see other people play, you see creators play, and you were like, damn, I want to get good. You might buy a scuff or whatever, and you try to improve your game. If you don't want to improve, you just simply don't. I mean, it's simple as that. The craziest thing is I tried to change my connection, right? So on my Xbox it says I'm moderate, but then sometimes it goes to open. But even when I have a NAT type open, I'm still lagging in games, and it happens a lot in Warzone, like extremely. Especially if I did good in multiplayer, like I play 5 matches of multiplayer and I do decent in each one of them, and then I jump into a Warzone lobby after that because multiplayer is boring as fuck. Then you know, my lobbies are destroyed. Then I have no good connection. I'm doing like 140 ping, which is insane. Like I'm literally, my character, he goes to switch his gun and his gun is stuck in the middle of the screen for a second while he lags through it and tries to switch to the secondary weapon. It's ridiculous to me. But I was getting onto, so my Xbox is saying NAT type moderate, so I was like, you know what's the worst that could happen now? I'm doing terrible in the game, my connection is bad. Why don't I just unplug the Ethernet cable, which they usually always say, like in Call of Duty games, they used to do this a lot. They would put underneath the screen, like before each match, they would say, if you didn't have an Ethernet cable plugged in, they would put on the bottom, you know, get the best connection by plugging in the Ethernet cable to do your best, or, you know, some corny ass line. But they would basically tell you to plug in an Ethernet cable to do better in Call of Duty. And usually that is the case. Usually you get better lobbies, not better lobbies, but better connection with Ethernet cable. They probably don't put that on the screen no more because connection doesn't really matter. It matters based on how you play and how good you are, I guess. But regardless, I unplugged that and then I use Wi-Fi. And once I connected to the Wi-Fi, like my lobbies went back down to a 60 to 70 ping, which isn't super duper low still, but it's like decent for Call of Duty, right? Especially when you're getting these ass lobbies from different countries and different states. Like, how is it that I'm hearing someone speak French in my lobby? I mean, they might be American, they might just be speaking French at home or whatever, but nah, like no way. Everyone's been talking about this, and I was in the honeymoon phase for a little bit. I'm still in the honeymoon phase for Warzone, to be honest. I like Warzone a lot. Y'all can check out the video that I made about Warzone yesterday. But yeah, I'm liking Warzone a lot, so I'm still in the honeymoon phase for that. But after the honeymoon phase for multiplayer and the base game basically left, I realized all the problems with this, and you know, I was blinded by love, I guess. You know what I mean? I love the game so much I was blinded by it at first. I mean, I still noticed the problems, but they didn't really make me as angry as they do now. And not even angry, it's just more irritation because you want to be able to play a game and enjoy it, especially when you spend $70 whole on it. I know 70 isn't like a lot to some people, but the fuck, I bought like a disc. I bought a disc for $70 to put into my console. I didn't buy the disc, but you know, some people did. And it's ass. Like, it's people have been talking about this, like I was saying, or going on to. This game had 3,000 developers and it still ended up like this. How do we get a Hulu UI system? Like, it looks like I'm about to pick a movie off the screen. My connection is terrible. You know, a lot of the stuff is broken. I had no combat record, and even the combat record we do have now isn't super in depth. It looks cool though, I will say that. And you know, it's just all these problems. How the fuck, like, did y'all not playtest this? It makes sense why they're giving games an extra year now. Like, every 2 years we're gonna have a Call of Duty. That's great. Like, maybe y'all could make something that's actually presentable at launch. I have hope that they'll fix some things in the game. I think SBMM is here to stay. Hopefully this connection thing can get dealt with, because I'm struggling in these matches already with skill-based matchmaking, but then add on top of that the latency and the ping and the connection issues. I'm like, this game is almost unplayable sometimes, literally. So how do you guys feel about the connection in the game? Is the connection good for you guys? Because it's terrible for me. Like, right now I'm getting 70 to like 150 ping, which is insane. Like, what the fuck is that? How's that my average? What connection are y'all getting? Do you guys have Ethernet plugged in or Wi-Fi? What works best for you? Have you guys had this problem and noticed that unplugging the Ethernet actually gives you better connection? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.